Greetings, Gemini, and welcome to another reading. So this is going to be a monthly reading. It's not for the month of June because it's like almost to the end. Not for the month of July. It's just a monthly reading for whenever you find or whenever the reading finds you. We're going to start with tarot. This is a new tarot deck that I got. You got the Queen of Wands there at the base of the deck. It's the Westwood Tarot. I did a walk through the deck and I absolutely love it. And let's see. I did shuffle. Okay, so this one, the first split for the shuffle. The Queen and the King of Wands. And this Queen of Wands, well, she came after. So I had the deck at the Ten of Cups, because that was the card that I draw for the unboxing of the deck. And then it was from the Ten of Cups to the Seven of Swords, and then it was another. After the Seven of Swords, it was another card that I cannot remember, and then it was the Queen of Wands. If the card will come, I'll mention it throughout the reading. But now, Gemini, let's focus on the cards and see what do the cards hold for Gemini. What stories do the cards hold for Gemini? Okay. And this one, okay. I just wanted to check this one, but this card decided to join the reading. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so this was the card. There you go. This was the card, the Queen of Pentacles. Was it? Or did this card? Seven of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles. No, it was not the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles and Strength. I think the Queen of Pentacles, I've seen it. Yeah, it was in the unboxing and walkthrough. That's when I noticed, because I noticed this Queen of Pentacles. And this Queen of Pentacles comes with the Strength card. Okay. So this Gemini reading is about the material feminine. So the Queen of Earth. So it is about the physical realm. So all about the physical part of your being with the element of Earth. And it is the Queen, not just any feminine position, but the highest position you can attain in the suit of Pentacles of Earth. So she's powerful. We know she's powerful and that she's got strength. Nevertheless, so this was the card. So the Strength card. She comes together with the Strength card. But whose strength? Because we know she has her own. Let's see these two cards. The Four of Cups and the Six of Swords. What do these two cards tell us about this Queen of Pentacles? So this Queen of Pentacles, she's already been through the initiation of the Four of Cups, of feeling trapped. But she's feeling trapped in her own element. Disregard here that we have just like this is the Queen of Earth, even though like the idea of the Four of Cups, we're leaving aside the element of water for this Four of Cups. Because this Queen of Pentacles, this Queen of Earth, or this feminine, feels entrapped. No matter how well she handled the element of Earth, or how well she handles it, because she's a queen, she feels trapped. Or she felt. No, I think she still feels. I want to see this Strength card. So the Queen of Pentacles and the Strength card. Okay. So this Queen of Pentacles, although she's a queen, she has encountered a situation or even a person, a wolf. So when face to face with this wolf, the Queen of Pentacles does not understand or does not see or it's not conscious of her own mightiness, of her own power. And she feels small in comparison to the wolf. And so these two cards, the Six of, she's going through an initiation. The reason why she cannot feel her power is because she feels entrapped. She feels, although she's not. Or is she? So my first choice would be to say that she is not. Because this, the bowl with the fish, you could say so it's like a bowl in water. But then if you look around, you actually see that it is on earth. So it's not under the sea. So for this entrapment to be imaginary, maybe like this is like the temptation. The temptation in here is to say that this is like, so this is for example when dealing with depressive beings. Like the worst thing you can say to a person going through a depression is something like, why are you depressed? You have no reason to be depressed. And this feels something like, why do you feel entrapped in your element? Because like you're not entrapped. This entrapment is of your own imagination. It's not even real. But if you take a closer look, it is real. This Queen of Pentacles, I have like this feeling of loneliness. So usually in the Six of Swords, the feminine holding the baby, we see the baby duckling in there too. But she is carried by the male spirit throughout this ritual of initiation, through this rite of passage. In this one, the feminine stands alone. So I feel like a Queen of Pentacles, so now I'm addressing someone specifically. A Queen of Pentacles, a mother, but like it's a lonely mother. She had to take care of things on her own. Even though like the card, like the tradition, the rule of the place was for the masculine to carry the feminine through this rite of passage. But the masculine is missing so far in here. We only see the masculine in the form of the wolf. Or maybe this is like, for a second, let's see if this card, so this encounter, brought this archetype, the archetype of strength. So this encounter with the wolf, when the Queen of Pentacles felt, let's change the scenario for a bit, felt like so small, it made her embrace the arcana of the strength to feel her own power. But now she feels entrapped. And this entrapment is real. It's not an illusion of her own making. Let's have that very clear. And she stands alone in this one, although the masculine was supposed to be there. The Eight of Wands. Expect something like with the Six of Swords. Expect some eight of Wands, eight impulses of light. 8 signs of light, something like that. So it's not news, it's just like light. I feel like maybe you like to watch stars. So once you notice 8 falling stars, or maybe if there are like some of those um, showers with the stars, meteor showers, maybe you notice like 8 or something with 8 traces of light. Okay, let's move forward. And let's see what is it there with this missing masculine? Why is the masculine missing? Oh, too many cards. I was complaining now in my head that I did like a few shuffles and not even one card, and I got a bunch of them. Okay, so a decent amount of cards. So we have 2 that turned. We're gonna leave this ones here, and 1 to the ground. No, more to the ground. 2 to the ground. 3 to the ground. Oh, and these are for the masculine. And for the masculine, it's all element of air. And these ones here, other 4. So 4 and 4. So we have the Page of Swords, the 5 of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the 2 of Swords. So the Page of Swords was the one on the table. Let's begin with this one. So this masculine of the Queen of Pentacles, we may assume he is a King of Pentacles, although I'm not sure of that. But like the rightful partner to the Queen of Pentacles is the King of Pentacles. The curiosity of this King of Pentacles was triggered. And I feel here's something, this Queen of Swords triggered the savior complex in this king, in this masculine, the lonely wolf. Okay, so we have a lonely wolf. So the masculine in here, it's represented by the lonely wolf. The King of Pentacles is the lonely wolf. But why does he feel lonely? I would gather like from, let's say, a more isolated king, but not the King of Pentacles. And so his curiosity and his savior complex, it was triggered. Because this damsel in distress, this Queen of Swords, and it's all element of air for the masculine. And now the Queen of Pentacles, she's going through this Gemini. So it's very funny that you are represented by the Queen of Pentacles. Because you are like you should be in this story, let's say, the Queen of Swords. But the Queen of Swords in here comes as an outsider. And now it feels like with the Two of Swords, and I feel like this is the masculine in here. Either it is represented by the masculine in you facing 2 choices, a Queen of Swords and a Queen of Pentacles choice. So I feel like, okay, so let's go back to the masculine here. So he's facing 2 choices. A choice that would satisfy his physical needs. Okay, so even like I'm referring now to very bodily things. So this Gemini in here satisfies the king. It should be, we're talking about the King of Pentacles as a partner for that Queen of Pentacles. But it is the Gemini rating. So it's the King of Swords that found another Queen of Swords, because this Gemini Queen of Pentacles switched elements. And I had in the general reading a Queen of Cups, and it was the Queen of Swords in there. So this Queen of Swords in here, not this one. This one with the so this Queen of Swords sits in between a Two of Swords, which represents the King of Swords. That was like very curious about. But this is like a drama queen. With this, so she sits in between the Two and the Five of Swords. So she's either a three, a heartbreak, a Three of Swords, or a Four of Swords, a healing and a place to rest for the King of Swords. But she's just an option. She's just one of these two options, this Queen of Swords. But the truthful Queen of Swords in here, she's kind of like wandering around. She was playing in the general reading in the land of the water. She was playing, she was like embracing her Queen of Cups nature. Because just because she's a Queen of Swords, it doesn't mean that like that's her element, but any queens in my opinion like very well know the other elements, because being a queen of one element implies that you master the other elements, but the one that you belong to, or like you represent, is the one that, like, let's say it's 70% of your being. For the Queen of Swords, element of air, she can play like 10% with the other ones in this example. Or let's say she has like, I don't know, 50% air and the other one 10% earth, 20 fire, and 30, or no, what's left, water. Something like that. Okay, but nevertheless, so the curiosity, but this King of Swords did a downgrade from king to page. So he paid for his curiosity. And let's see the other four cards, because now I'm really curious for the masculine in here. So this is the masculine side of your being, and it can be projected in your outside world, in your in the relationship you have with your like the first man in your life, with your father, then with the male beings in your circle, with your partner, with your son. Okay, and then we have the King of Pentacles. Now this is interesting, because so while this King of Swords plays around here with this Three or Four of Swords option, Queen of Swords, there comes a rival, the King of Pentacles. So the Queen of Swords and the Gemini. So the Geminis do love change. And Geminis are also very playful. So this Queen of Swords Gemini played. But the Gemini is the truthful Queen of Swords. She's entitled to some play from time to time. And, okay, so this King of Pentacles comes in here. Because this Gemini, although she feels trapped, this is very funny. So on this side, things are lighter. But on this side, not so fun. Okay, now let's see meanwhile what happens for the Queen of Swords that plays as a Queen of Pentacles. A rival comes to the Page of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and he comes with a love offer. Not just any offer, but he makes like, he ain't joking. He's not playing in here. However, okay, so we have a knight. I wanted to say that we don't have the Knight of Cups. So this King of Pentacles is not moving into action. But he has he has a lot of action, and it's very fast. But he bumps into the first obstacle, the self-entrapment. Okay, so is it an illusion or is it not? Because with this Four of Cups, we've established that it is not it is real. But here comes the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords tells us that this Queen of Pentacles has the door to the cage open. So she needs to decide to fly out of this cage. Let's put them back here. So what happens, because this is like a continuation of this story. So the King of Pentacles, while this Page of Swords downgraded ex King of Swords plays in here. Let's leave him play, do whatever. So with this one, I feel like nothing to say. So in here, there's not much to say. Like Three of Swords or Four of Swords. His curiosity was triggered by this damsel in distress, how I said, okay? It's something phony, something fake about this pain, about this Five of Swords. So again, I'm not worried at all. So I don't like feel getting any more cards here. Let's see, because this is funny with this King of Pentacles. Because you see the Queen of Swords in here. It's not no longer it's no longer connected to a King of Swords. He's a Page of Swords now. So, but this King of Pentacles, it's a perfect match for this Queen of Pentacles. And I feel this Queen of Pentacles triggered enough to get out of her cage. And this love offer and the Queen of Pentacles coming out of the cage, so false or not false or illusionary, this entrapment, it doesn't matter. Now the door is open. It was not, so, no, it was not. The entrapment was not illusionary, because the cage is here. And it's very, very well tied down to the ground with these chains, okay? But somehow, this is how, with this offer of the king. So this King of Pentacles is very decided. He wants to make things happen. So he makes his love offer, or his very emotional, let's not say love offer, but let's say love offer, because it's King and Queen of Pentacles now. It doesn't matter what they were in the beginning, these characters in here. So the female part of your being and the male part of your being, or the feminine character in this story, or the masculine character in this story. It doesn't matter anymore. Now she's a Queen of Pentacles. Now he's a Page of Swords, and he's playing with this Queen of Swords, and she receives this offer from. This is a very steady offer. This is an offer to be considered. Like really, just because it didn't come with the Knight of Cups, because I'm so excited. Like there's so much. I feel like there's so much to say in here. Just because it wasn't the Knight of Cups, he used the speed, because this speed was needed for this cage to be open. This love offer opened the door to the cage. And now she has, and if she decides, if this Gemini Queen of Pentacle character, feminine side, decides to get out of the cage, it's gonna be as fast as the movement of this love offer. And this is a very respectful King of Pentacles, because he didn't bombard her, because he's seen her fragility. I want to say like this, she's fragile in there. This bird not spreading the wings. Oh, I had a Gemini reading. It was like, I think it was, and I have the wing here again. A wing and a feather go perfectly together. I think it was the first Gemini reading. So just because this bird in this cage did not spread her wings for such a long time, she's in a very fragile. She needs to practice a bit her flight. She has like very favorable winds with this Knight of Swords. Okay, Gemini. So for the Gemini lady characters in here, so this is a rite of passage. Let's not forget. And she came with the strength. So she has the strength to do this. And the cards actually, okay, so maybe this lone wolf, it's actually not the King of Swords, but this is how the Queen of Pentacles feels. And maybe this is why this Gemini Queen of Pentacles hesitates to come out of her cage, because this is how she feels with this King of Pentacles, the lone wolf. Let's get another card there. Temperance. We have the Temperance card in here. Things are very balanced in between these two. But let's see, let's get a card for these two. Let's see if we can get a card to bring them together. Because I feel like this King of Pentacles did everything in his power. He feels like if he's he feels like he's pushing with the Knight of Cups. So he uses the Knight of Swords, the force, and this is the fast-moving knight. So this is fast. So he made sure that this love offer reaches the Gemini lady very fast, or the feminine side of the Gemini. If you are a male Gemini, your feminine side, okay? So all about your emotions, about just being, about your passive. Okay, let's see this one too. The Five of Cups. We're not taking this one because it didn't fail. But this is like the reason. Four of Cups, Five of Cups. Okay. So, no, it's good. Just, I feel like saying Gemini, Queen of Pentacles, feminine side, just keep moving forward. Because, like, she started moving. So we're going from 4 to 5 of Cups. So something started to move inside the waters of this Gemini Queen of Pentacles. I have a flying card. Oh, and by the way, of flying cards, did you notice like the flying stars? So we have the Queen of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles, and I want to get that missing card. Okay, so it's exactly underneath. Oh, okay, I get it. The Lovers. So this is the card. But what shall I do with these two cards? So this is the card that fell to the ground and the only one that I wanted to take. And then these two came to the table. So the Lovers. So this is also a choice. But I think she made her choice. He clearly made his choice. So as I said, this part of the story now just feels unimportant. And now let's focus on this, okay? This is how it feels, right? So now we have the Lovers in here. And I feel like let's explain him for a bit. So the reason why she's still hesitating, not only that she feels like this lone wolf is so big, but a Queen of Cups and a Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so she reached from the 5 of Cups. She reached, I put the 5 of Cups in here. Let's see. The 5 of Cups, yeah. So she went all the, okay. So I think like she's also a bit scared of the power this lone wolf holds over her. But, and like the reason why she's so hesitant to start enjoying the fruits of this union, so she has to make this choice. He clearly made his choice. For a second, let's say he had another option in the form of the Queen of Cups. He made his choice. But let's go on with the story. If he had like this Queen of Cups, once he made his choice also implies that this Queen of Pentacles goes from the Five of Cups all the way to the Queen of Cups, because this comes like in his inheritance, let's say, on the feminine line that he brings with him in the relationship, in this union, because it's not a relationship just yet, in this possible union. It is also the union. So it is her choice, but it's also this beautiful union in here. But for her, there's still something left for this Queen of Pentacles Gemini, something still left to do for her to be able to enjoy this union. But what? Let's see one card for the last what, and then we're going to the Oracle to get some practical advices. The Queen of Wands. Okay. So we had all queens. If I would have kept that Queen of Swords, but that one I said, unimportant, it represents another character. Being the Gemini that I'm reading for, you are the Queen of Swords by default. You are in your position of Queen of Earth, mastering this position. Mastering it so well that you are on a rite of passage towards the other two elements. And this King of Pentacles, where's the King of Pentacles? There it is. This King of Pentacles is helping you embrace your other two sides. So maybe you started with the element of air. Earth is your second element, and this king brings... So when I had that Seven of Pentacles, I had to focus, like, just stay here on the Seven of Pentacles. It's not the Seven of Cups. Because I was saying, like, maybe he had, like, this option, and the Seven of Cups kept coming with options, possibilities, and... Okay, let's go back to the Queen of Wands. So the element of Earth, your second one, and he brings the opportunity and the possibility for these two. And not only that he brings them, but he has the strength enough to hold and to make space for you to go through all your entire beauty, all your four elements. So you can express safely with him all your, in this divine union, all your elements. So this is a King of Earth. And this is happening now. See, this is the element of Earth. Or like all your, let's say you are the Queen of Swords. You have now learned all these three. Somehow, he activates all your four faces. But being the element of Earth, he's strong enough to make space for you to bloom. Okay? And we're taking the feminine wisdom. Most definitely, this is the oracle for this Gemini reading. The feminine wisdom. The feminine wisdom to share some messages with this Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Gemini, feminine character, lady, or if you are a man, your feminine side. Your feminine side is very, so it's complete, it's complex, and very versatile, I feel like saying. So let's have some words of wisdom from the eternal feminine. Let's see a few words from the feminine wisdom oracle deck. Let's see this one. Support, encouragement, and assistance. Okay, I feel like doing it like this. boundaries, dividing line. So this is what you've learned through that experience that is no longer on the table. So that experience is no longer on the table just because you said no, Gemini in here. Okay, okay, it just hit me. Oh, we got a lot. Oh, and we have another tarot card down there. Okay. Let's see a surprise card. Oh my God, I just can't believe it. So it's the Ten of Cups. Please, please watch. I'm gonna post it before the Gemini reading. I just did. Before this reading, I did the unboxing of the tarot, and this was the card from the beginning, and this was the card that I draw at the end of the unboxing. And this is the card that was down there on the floor now, the Ten of Cups. So just the Lovers and the Ten of Cups. Patience, determination, wisdom, and surrender. Okay, Lady Gemini, we're putting this back. Oh, we have a lot of cards on the floor. So a lot of support and another, okay, and the Three of Pentacles. So this is mastery. This is a very, like the level of mastery implied by this divine union, and the outcome, the Ten of Cups. Or this is like a fruitful union, blessed with 3 children. Okay, let's say that too. We have direction. So your direction, it's love. I'm going to shuffle the deck again. Safety down there. Strength. Okay, so strength again. Kindness, peace, and harmony. Okay, let's see if we have any other cards down on the floor. Before, okay, no more cards. Let's do another shuffle because the deck was a bit messy. But also the feminine is very much supported. So this happening here is very much supported. This feminine, this Gemini here is very much supported by the divine feminine, by the feminine wisdom. Okay. And we're doing like the whole ritual process again. Let's do it like this first. 3 times, and then we're switching to, okay, shuffling position. That was fast. So balance right there. Spiritual and, spiritual and physical steadiness at the base of the deck. And from the feminine wisdom, confidence, faith to rely on yourself. Gemini, patience, waiting with calmness. Okay, so I feel like waiting with calmness. Or is this advice for the King of Pentacles in here? Oh yeah, that feels right. So this King of Pentacles, we finally get a clue about him with the Patience card number 30. He's undergoing a process of death and rebirth. Everything that's happening in here is like a rebirth for him. Okay, but he's very determined. Determination, intention to achieve. So he has his intention right there. And hope, belief and fulfillment. And he has hope also. I feel like one more card. Because I feel like these all talk now about the King of Pentacles. We get like a door opening into the world of the King of Pentacles. He's a very patient character, undergoing a process of death and rebirth. And he's there ready not only to support his own process, but also he has strength enough for this Queen of Pentacles. He's seen something. I feel like, so he has seen something in here. He has seen like all these 4 elements that she has. So she feels like a hybrid of all 4 elements. Hope, belief in fulfillment. Okay, and let's see one more card for the feminine Gemini. Two more cards for the feminine Gemini. Okay, so this Gemini feminine, abundance, the state of plenty, and sisterhood, community, and strong connections. Because she has, I feel like with all this scenario here, when she was questioned, like I said, with the depression and with this question about how she sees things, she began feeling lonely. So that's why she retreated into solitude, and this is how she got trapped. But now, everything happening is bringing the abundance of her element. And not only that she has this divine Ten of Cups lovers union in here, but this also helps her connect to her community and establish strong connections yet again, I feel like saying. And this is number one. The Magician, Mercury, Gemini. Okay, Gemini, I feel like doing one question. So think of your question, and then we're just gonna use the yes and no coin. Okay, ready? So the answer is yes. There you go. You have an answer to your question, Gemini, and you have a different perspective maybe upon your situation and a few words of encouragement from the divine feminine wisdom. So this is it for this reading of yours. Hope you liked it and see you soon. Goodbye for now.